He is the man of the hour in Baltimore, along with his quarterback, and obviously the Ravens are atop the AFC North after taking care of business against the New England Patriots, handing them their first loss of the season and 115 rushing yards on Sunday Night Football. He is Mark Ingram. How are you, Mark?
I'm good. How are you?
How'd that win feel?
Man, it was a big win for us. It felt great.
Why was it so big?
Man, it was big because it was the next one. It was the next one on the schedule, and obviously the Patriots coming into town undefeated, great team, great coach, great quarterback, great players. For us to go out there and have a complete team win, overcome some adversity, overcome some mistakes, and just have a solid game as a team, I think that's something that we can be proud of.
So how did you take it upon your shoulders to lead the way in this game, knowing that you'd play such a crucial role, Mark?
I just try to, when my number's called, when my assignment comes in and the play's called, I just try to execute whatever my assignment is to the best of my ability. Do my job, do it at a high level, and do everything I can to help us be victorious and have success.
And the fact that it was the Patriots, how much did that add to it, Mark? Let's be honest here. Come on, man.
Everybody, obviously, you're going to get up to play the Patriots. They're the defending Super Bowl champs. They're undefeated coming into your home on a Sunday night. Obviously, the motivation, is there. You don't need to talk or say any words. Everybody knows it's on the biggest stage against a great team. So you got to bring your best foot forward, man, against those guys if you want to have a chance to win.
Looks like you were talking from jump, from the first rush, Mark. Were you yapping? Were you talking?
No, I wasn't talking. I don't really talk too much. I'd be excited sometimes, and, I might, let my emotions come out, but I wasn't talking to anyone specifically. It's just, you know what I mean?
Right, I do know.
Yeah.
I do know. And Lamar Jackson seems to be getting better and better. There was a little bit of a dip after your 2-0 start. What has his development been from your perspective? You know, obviously best. You're standing right next to him most of the time. You're in the huddle with him. What has it been like from your perspective with Lamar Jackson's development here?
Man, it's just going to continue to improve that way. The same way he's improving, the same way he's developing, it's just going to continue to get better. He's going to continue to get more comfortable. He's going to continue to know what defenses are trying, how to defend them, what the different looks, being confident in our offense, the different checks we have. He's just growing more and more on the field. Great dude off the field, and he's going to continue to have this improvement. He's going to continue to have those strides. The more he plays, the more he has successes, the more he has failures. He's going to learn from them and get better.
You got an example of what he's done, say maybe on Sunday night, that he either, I wouldn't say struggled, but definitely didn't do as readily or as second nature, say week one?
Man, I just think he's just growing, man. I think he's just learning how defenses are trying to corral him and defend him. Obviously, he knew when the Patriots were bringing cover zero, he knew he had to, improvise, get the ball out of his hand quickly. We didn't make any mistakes. He's running good, getting down, not taking huge hits. He's just doing everything the way we want him to, man. So obviously we got to continue to improve, continue to get better. There's some throws he wish he could have had back in that game. But, yeah, man. Even through all that stuff, we still was able to have a great game and come out with a win.
Mark Ingram, Ravens running back here on the Rich Eisen Show as they get set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals after taking care of business against the Patriots on Sunday Night Football. So let me hit you with the I guess, conventional wisdom in some people's minds. Not here, not in this position. As you know, I said that this was your division to lose back in July. So this is not me, and I'm not pulling one of those things in the media where I'm saying other people are saying, and I believe it too. So all that said, that I'm hearing all in various parts that your offense is not sustainable, that in January or February that this offense will not be able to work because of how it relies on the run and not as much of the pass. Your thoughts, Mark Ingram?
Why wouldn't it be sustainable? In the playoffs, you're supposed to be physical. You're supposed to run the ball. Weather permits, Why wouldn't it be sustainable? Everybody's these experts, but, they're sitting, elsewhere. They're not in this building. They don't know what we're about. They don't know the guys we have. They don't know the work we put in, the attention to detail that we look at when defenses are trying to defend us and the different looks that they've been showing. We think it's sustainable, and that's to be seen. So we will see. We shall see. and we look to prove the doubters wrong. Well,
I guess, and that puts it squarely on number 8's shoulders. That that theory. That
it's not all on his shoulders, man. It's all of us. We all have to have his back. We all have to make his job easier. We all have to make his job, as easy as possible for him. Everybody around him, all 10 people running in and out the huddle. We have to execute, know our assignment, and perform it to the high level so we can make his job easy and he can make the plays that we know he can.
On occasion, Mark, have you peeked at the standings in the NFC South or the exploits of your former team at all?
Yeah, I know they holding it down there in the NFC South. I know they getting it right. They got the team, man. They've been there 2 years in a row. They know what it takes, so it doesn't surprise me what they got going on.
And I'm wondering what you think of Bridgewater. I don't think he gets nearly enough attention.
Teddy Bridgewater is that dude. You hear me? You understand me? Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Icewater, as I call him. You feel me? He went in there, back behind the wall, you know what I mean? Drew Brees is out. You think the Saints are, getting derailed for their season. He comes in, goes 5-0, leads that team, and got him in great position going into the second half of the season. So I'm happy for Teddy Icewater. Yeah. He did his thing, man. He's a beast. I love him.
Well, part of the reason why I bring it up is just I think your reaction to just me even bringing it up is part of the reason why I wanted to bring it up, because of how popular he is, not just in the locker room, but league-wide, as to what happened to him, how he got drafted into the league, and how he had an opportunity that was robbed from him because of the injury gods. And what he was able to do this year, to me, is one of the stories of the year that will obviously get lost, because if he's not starting in the second half of the season. That's why I wanted to bring it up to you, Mark.
Yeah, man, I agree with you, man. Just like you said, it's a complete story. Obviously, him getting drafted, being up there, doing well in Minnesota, and then having the freak knee accident. Some people never will come back from that. And for the fact of him, he's just so mentally tough, mentally strong, so in tune with himself to be comfortable rehabbing, getting back to 100%, being confident, not taking some other job around the league in the offseason, but staying in New Orleans. It paid off for him, man. And just his mindset, how he cares about people, how he spreads love, his work in the community. All that being said, with his ability to play at a high level as a quarterback, I think he's just a fan favorite, and you can't help but to root for a man like that.
+1. I'm with you on that. Mark, you have a few more minutes left with the Ravens running back, and of course, former. You once a Crimson Tide, always a Crimson Tide. What's going to happen this weekend? What do you think?
Listen, man, we do this every year, man. Y'all always want to do this. LSU, Alabama. LSU's going to beat us somehow. They got this new system, this new coach, this new quarterback, these new playmakers. It happens every year, man. Bama's just going to hold it down. We're going to do what we do. We're going to play Bama football. You're going to have to come in here, play for 60 minutes, play physical. You're going to have to play smarter than us. We're just going to play Bama football, and we will prevail. We will prevail.
Now,
Roll Tide, baby.
I do have to, though, play a little devil's advocate here. You say it happens all the time. It happens, et cetera, and each time the result is Alabama's. You have to at least admit nobody's looked like Burrow has for LSU. I mean, the kid's got 30 touchdowns, which sometimes if you put a couple or 3 seasons together of LSU quarterbacks, you won't get to that. And yet he's got that coming into this game. He's only missed on, say, 55 of his passes this year. Kid's pretty darn good, though, Mark.
Yeah, man. I respect him. I respect LSU and their program. I respect them. I respect Burrows as a quarterback. He's balling out of control for LSU. But listen, man, he hasn't seen Bama yet. He hasn't seen Coach Saban yet. We're going to be flying around. We're going to have something for him to just be able to slow him down a little bit. You know what I mean? We know he's going to make his plays. We know that defense is tough. They're going to make their plays. But we just got to make more plays than they do. So at the end of the day, I think that's what we're going to do, man. We're going to bend but not break. They're going to make some plays, but we're going to make more plays.
And the thing that's amazing is I'm already hearing, or at least my producer, Chris Brockman, across the way here, has been seeing all these mock drafts that has Joe above Tua in the NFL draft.
Blasphemy. Blasphemy. I tell you now.
What makes Tua so special? You obviously know what a quarterback can do at the next level. So I give you the floor on this one.
I think he just has the complete package as a quarterback. Knowing coverages, going through his route progressions, knowing if you're taking his primary away, he knows where his number 2 at. He knows where his check down at. He can improvise with his legs. He's not looking to run. He's looking to improvise and buy himself time to throw it down the field. So just his knowledge of an offense, how he commands the huddle, his composure in the huddle, his ability to make every throw, deep passes, deep outs, deep curls, comebacks, run the RPO system. I think his just knowledge at the quarterback position is super high compared to most other college quarterbacks.
All right. And who would be your vote right now for the Heisman if you were forced to give one right now? Mark
If I had to give it right now, man.
Yes,
good thing about it is I don't have to give it right now. You feel me?
See, no, that's not the answer. I can't accept that.
You can't
I can
accept
give you,
it?
no, I mean,
How about I ask you who's your Heisman pick? If I give you my vote, who you voting
See,
right
now
now?
you handled it. There's three ways for you to have handled it. One was saying I'll answer the question. Two is saying I don't have to answer the question. And three, now this is why you're a savvy veteran. You turn the tables on me. You know what? I would kind of have to give it right now. Oh man, what I kind of do
tough,
like.
man.
No, I know. I kind of do like what your former Crimson Tide and Jalen Hurts has done for Oklahoma.
Oh
Mark.
yeah, he's been balling. But one loss though, they got a loss, right?
But see, that's what I think stinks about college football these days is you get a loss and you automatically stink. So I got to look at what Trevor Lawrence is doing, or I got to give it to Justin Fields, or what, I mean,
yeah.
I look at the totality of what Jalen Hurts did in Oklahoma. And you talked about Teddy Bridgewater earlier on in this, and it's sticking with it and not taking what you would say is the easy way out.
Yep.
He stuck with it. He got his opportunity with Oklahoma, and I understand Oklahoma's turned out the last two Heisman Trophy winners
Yes,
of the
sir.
decision. I get it. But what he's done, and then he wins, and he puts up 600 yards of offense and then goes in the weight room, I think shows leadership ability in his own locker room.
Yeah.
And he damn near got the comeback at Kansas State. That's why I'm saying that right
Listen, I'm with you 1,000% on that. I'm a Jalen Hurts fan. How he handles his situation at Bama, sitting down, letting Tua start. Tua ends up getting injured. He comes in and repays the favor that Tua blessed him with the year before. So I'm with you 1,000,000%. Jalen does deserve a Heisman Trophy vote, especially for how he's been playing, been dominating the Big 12 all year. I don't think it's going to slow down. But I'm with you on that, man. I'm a big Jalen Hurts fan. You know that. Roll Tide till I die. I watch Oklahoma every Saturday just to see what my dog Jalen doing. I'm a big fan of Jalen, so I'm in agreement with you on that one.
That said, if LSU wins this weekend, I might have to change my vote on that front, Mark.
But we still waiting, man. We still got a lot of games left. We still got a lot of Tua coming up here left, you know what I mean? So it's to be seen.
Mark, you take care. Congrats on that big win Sunday night. We'll check with you down the road.
All right, thanks, man.
Right back at you. That's Mark Ingram, one of my favorites. At Mark Ingram 21 on both Twitter and Instagram, right here on The Rich Eisen Show.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.